the best Halloween events in the UK, the coolest neighbourhoods in the world, and the viral meta post. Whilst Mariah is defrosting, it's officially the most spooky time of the year, and a flurry of Halloween events are kicking off next month ahead of the 31st. Some of the UK's best worth visiting for fright chasers are Tulleys Shocktober Fest for its famous haunts in West Sussex, Shrewsbury Prison's haunted happenings, the Fear Scream Park in Avon, and a spooktacular Halloween at Drayton Manor. For more family safe fun, the Pumpkin Festival at Tapnell Farm and Hirsty's Family Fun Park's Halloween Hoot in Hemsby. What are the coolest neighbourhoods in the world? Consulting their local experts, Time Out have gone through tons of submissions to reach their conclusion, with 3 UK areas making the cut, judging areas based on the quality of their food, drink, arts and culture. Stokes Croft and St Paul's is a small area located 10 minutes from Bristol city centre, ranked highest in the UK, but top overall was Notre Dame du Mont in Marseille in France for its picturesque charm. Also acclaimed is Mer Sultan in Casablanca, Perennian in Bali, and Sion Sung Dong in Seoul. The moon is set to have a new companion as an asteroid around the length of a double-decker bus enters the Earth's orbit. Named 2024 PT5 will arrive just before October and will remain in place for around 2 months. Known as a mini-moon, it is described as a small object orbiting another solar system body. It can either be composed of rock, which is an asteroid, or a mixture of rock, dust and ice. Artificial intelligence is being used to help shed light on life in under-mapped parts of the world. Created by the UN and Google, the map shows high-resolution building footprints and heights in Africa and across the global south, covering every year from 2016 to 2023. In the past, those areas were covered with low-quality images, and that made it a challenge to see how settlements had evolved over time. For this project, Google and the UN used AI to extract building footprints and heights from low-resolution satellite images that were being taken every 5 days. The reason this can help is groups are creating services or vaccination campaigns or trying to rescue people after an emergency. Now admit it, you fell for it, we all did. If you've been scrolling through your Instagram feed over the past week, you probably have come across a post that claims to revoke Meta's right to train artificial intelligence using your information. Goodbye Meta AI, it says before saying the user does not give Meta or anyone else permission to use any personal data, profile information or photos. The post is actually repurposed from an old, ineffective meme, and it does not count as a valid objection to their AI policy. But whilst this is fake, you can object using a form on Facebook and Instagram, and they will have to honour your choice. As the new uni year begins and a flurry of freshers ascend on campuses across the country, there is a risk of catching the notorious freshers flu. But there is actually a difference in risk between different unis, as personal inquiry website claims.co.uk discovered by counting how many times people had googled cold and flu symptoms in all the cities with big UK unis during September and October in the years of 2021 and 2023, then calculated how many internet searches that was per 100,000 people. Coming top is Oxford Brookes University with 9,580 searches, second Exeter with over 8,000, followed by Cambridge, Reading and Leeds. Activists in Thailand are celebrating after the king signed a landmark marriage equality bill into law, making it the first country in Southeast Asia to recognise same-sex marriages. King Maha endorsed the new law on Tuesday, according to the Royal Gazette. The legislation is set to take effect in 120 days, meaning LGBTQ+ couples will be able to register their marriage in January next year. Activists hailed the move as a monumental step, with Thailand only the 3rd place in Asia where same-sex couples can legally wed. Concert ticket prices are now estimated to cost as much as a games console after new research showed that ticket prices shot up by 23% last year, rising 19% during the pandemic. In the UK, data showed that 51% of people had stopped going to gigs due to the price rise. In America, US fans were shocked to discover some seats for Bruce Springsteen were priced as high as $5,000 on Ticketmaster. The price rise is being blamed on the increase of streaming, with the majority of musicians only making 5% of their income from it. That's it for this week. I'm off to Notre Dame du Mont to start eating mince pies. Yeah, Team Christmas. See you next week for more bits for your brain.